Well, hello, YouTube. I'm SuperDM64, and this is Kaiju Spotlight. So, just like my YouTube cohorts, aka these guys, I am a total kaiju nut. I love a good giant monster movie more than anything else in the world. And the other day I came to a realization. There are plenty of YouTubers out there who talk about the kaiju movies themselves, pick them apart scene by scene, and analyze every little bit of allegory in them. But what about the monsters themselves? So that's the premise of this show. I will choose a kaiju every episode at random and then talk about it. How do I feel about it? Where does it come from? And where does it stack up in the pantheon of kaiju on a scale of Godzilla to Kamacuras? So what kaiju did I choose for my first episode? None other than the world famous, and by that I mean incredibly obscure, King Caesar, or Caesar, but I would just rather call him Caesar. So who is King Caesar? Well, King Caesar, not to be confused with Julius Caesar, Emperor Caesar Augusta, Caesar Romero, Caesar the Ape Jesus, Adam Caesar Neusser, Little Caesar, is a lion god thing who first appeared in the 1974 classic Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. King Caesar was the guardian of the Azumi family and Okinawa at large, which made it all the more ironic in Final Wars when he was the one sent to destroy Okinawa. Now I know what you're thinking. That is one fucked up looking lion. Well, King Caesar is actually based off a creature from Chinese mythology called a Shisa, which is not so much a lion as it is a lion dog thing. In fact, the Japanese name for the monster is Kingu Shisa. In Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, King Caesar is awakened by the Azumi family to go and help Godzilla fight, well, Mechagodzilla. And how do you wake up a giant lion god thing? The same way you wake up any kaiju-based deity, by singing to it. Unfortunately, even with their combined powers, King Caesar and Godzilla don't stand much of a fight against Mechagodzilla until Godzilla becomes magnetic for some reason. In Final Wars, King Caesar is controlled by the Exilians and has a short fight scene between himself, Godzilla, Anguirus, and Rodan. He also appeared as a playable character in the Wii version of Godzilla Unleashed. So now that you've got the background on the character, what do I think of the monster itself? Well, King Caesar doesn't have any energy-based attacks to speak of, which is a quality that I prefer in a kaiju. However, he does possess an ability to reflect his enemies' energy attacks back at them, as he does to Mechagodzilla. But what really makes King Caesar shine, I mean what sets him apart from all the other kaiju, are his fighting moves. Most kaiju throw punches here and there, and they use their energy-based attacks. Sometimes they might do something really outrageous, like that kick in Godzilla vs. Megalon. But King Caesar is a little bit different. This is the Bruce Lee of kaiju, and that's something that's always stuck out to me about him that I really like. Another aspect of the creature that I enjoy is his design. A lot of kaijus look sort of generic, all variations of the same theme, but King Caesar is more unique. This is due, I think, to his roots in Chinese mythology. The fact that Toho based this monster off of real legend really adds to the uniqueness of the character. And it really fits that he's based off a real legend, given that in the movie he is supposed to be a sort of spiritual guardian monster type deal, similar to Mothra. So not a lot else to say about this one. It's just a really good kaiju. I enjoy him a lot. I wish they would use him in more things, because he's only had 2 movie appearances and 1 video game appearance. I think this is a monster that you could really do a lot with, either on screen or in comics or whatever. So I wish that he would be more utilized. So I guess that'll about do it for this first installment of Kaiju Spotlight. So join me next time where I'll be talking about another Godzilla monster that was introduced in the 70s. Who is it? You'll just have to tune in and see. This is SuperDM64, signing off.